So this is once again Golden Delicious playing second Battle of Kharkov. I was trying to sort out going through Belgorod to cut off 28th Army Reserve here. My attempt to actually cut off the formation completely failed because 23rd Panzer's recon detachment couldn't get into that gap, and there's an artillery unit there anyway. Let's see what we've got here in Belgorod itself. Oh, look! Nothing. Okay, well, I can probably cut them off next turn. So for this turn, it's going to be mainly maneuvering. Into place. So 3rd Panzer Division is going to go long, as the Americans would say. I don't know if that's right. I don't know. I don't follow American football, obviously, but it's going to go the long way around. And so mostly still sort of out of contact with the Soviets, whilst 23rd Panzer does a sort of close-up work here. What I'm tempted to do in the meantime is hit this unit immediately, or do I go for the big points, try to knock? It's a little bit of a long shot. Have I got my Sturmgeschütz again? No. Well, I'm going to bring in all the air power anyway and hit with my artillery. And this is a late turn attack, so not necessarily going to be completely successful. This guy can just dig in. Yeah, so we'll try to not to I haven't really got enough units to do this, have I? Well, what it will do is put these 2 units out of supply immediately. The other option would be to hit these 2 directly with that density light and just make sure they don't cause too much trouble on the Soviet turn. Yeah, I don't feel good about this. Okay, let's do this other thing here then, which is a little bit more. Notice I'm using a limited attack there, right? That's because I don't want that unit to advance, because if it does, firstly, that hex will be empty and it's adjacent to these 2 other enemy controlled hexes. And secondly, when the unit moves, it may have a disengagement penalty, because you can get a disengagement penalty when advancing after an attack. I'm leaving these units on attack reserve because I might want them later in the turn. I'm going to bring all of my air power to bear on that yellow density stack. This guy I already dug in because I wasn't thinking far enough in advance. Okay. This unit's supposed to be dug in. Okay. So I should do some damage there. 2 flank attack, right? So these are 2 non-adjacent hexes, as the manual says. So that's a bonus in itself. It means I can target his passive defender equipment. It's yellow density light. I've got a fair amount of artillery and air power support. So I feel fairly good about that. Yeah. And that's all I'm doing this turn, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep. Just making sure everyone is dug in who should be dug in. Okay, let's resolve this combat. See, before I do, you'll notice, right, that I've got the conventional wisdom, and what the attack planner will say is like AR of 26. Probability of this success is very poor, and I feel like I know better. The flank attack, the poor quality of these two units compared to the quality of my units, the good condition of my units, all of the air support. I think I'll be good. We'll see. Maybe the computer is bright for once. Oh yeah, there's my pure bombardment against red density light. This ought to be worth it. Let's see what it comes back with. And 9% losses against quite a lot of Soviet units is worth doing. But notice the armor doesn't take any losses. Still, really hard to kill armor in early World War II scenario in this game. Oh yeah, and I attacked that regiment as well. Brigade, sorry. I do apologize. Messing it up even more. Okay, here's the big one. Yeah. Yeah, look. So that division is wrecked, right? It took nearly half of their strength in losses. No max rounds per battle in this scenario, it's worth noting. So I used up most of the turn for the attacking units. But yeah, really mauled those two divisions. And my losses, while like not nothing, were manageable. And now this force is really, it's already in trouble. And next turn, I'm going to make that trouble worse. So it's just a shame that I dug that unit in there. And maybe that's a mistake. Well, we'll repeat that bombardment. Are you up for doing an RBC? No, you aren't. Okay, well, you're... So this unit has got some engineers in it, so it's not going to RBC straight away. I would like to put that brigade out of supply so that it doesn't cause me too much trouble on the computer's turn. Oh, wow, that hex is not stable. Oops. Okay. I can do that just by putting... I can put the artillery... I'll put them both back here. Maybe a lot to do to put one tank brigade out of supply, but we'll see. Okay, and that's it. So just this one more pure bombardment at Kharkov. Yeah, not diminishing returns when you do bombardments like this, but still good, right? Check that all my bombers went back to combat support for my... I see that they are available, but they're all the way down there, and that's okay. So they're not in range of... They're not quite in range of the northernmost part of the map. So move my Stukas up to Poltava. And then they should be in range of pretty much the whole map. Not quite this corner. And probably not quite that corner, but a good deal of the map. Yeah. Oh, well. Now we know. All right. Let's finish there and see what the PO does. Lots of stuff. Yeah, more following up. That's fine. I noticed, by the way, that I got a supply point at Kharkov. So everything I was saying about not having a supply point at the rail line was not entirely true. But this only on this northern part, Kharkov to Poltava. In the southern part, it's only Stalino that's supply point on the rail line. Yeah, that's it. Really focus your effort on these like 2 battalions of Romanian. Yeah, I screwed up there. Leaving that anti-tank battalion, only screening that 1 hex. I'm just going to put a caps lock on. That speeds up the PO. Oh! So this is that's one thing I was afraid of, that the PO breaks through south through Konstantinovka there. So that's probably where 9th Infantry is going to go, having been taken off the line last turn. I was really lucky last round. I think I got a force proficiency check failure. Oh, he counterattacked there. Oh, interesting. So actually hammered my Panzer regiment, which I was not expecting. Yeah, okay, that's a bit of a shame, but still doesn't really change the average. And again, early turn ending, first force quality check failure. Now I get my reinforcements, right? So this guy, an extra infantry division, which will really help with this operation here. Over here, another infantry division. Here, another infantry division, and here, a panzer division. Okay, now I'm starting to feel better about myself. Let's start up here, because this was where my attention was last turn. I suppose you want RBC now. Okay, let's see if this guy can get into action. Not quite, but he makes me feel a little bit more secure in what I'm doing. Right, first off, let's look at the flank here. Oh, look at that. Let's see if I can... Okay, I'm definitely want to hit that in a purely platonic sense. Yeah, look at this. Marvelous. Absolutely blooming marvelous. Okay. So now the PO is in a certain amount of trouble here. I'm going to use the battered Panzer Regiment in this counterattack because the armor really needs to be hit with armor. But also with my Stugs that... Not Stugs, I keep on saying Sturmgeschütz. I meant Sturzkampfflugzeug. My Stukas, which seem to be nowhere to be seen. Did I not move them up? I'm sure I moved them up. Did they evaporate or something? Maybe they evaporated. Wouldn't that be a shame? Yeah, no, there they are. Oh, I thought they had a different icon for some reason. Okay. So, Sturmkampfflugzeug. Dukegeschwader, whatever you want to call it. A thing that begins with stir. Lots of German words, I'm sure, begin with stir. Apologize for my... Okay, and that guy. So, fully hammering this one tank brigade. And then we should be in a position to sort of deconstruct the whole of this position. I'm also going to do an attack here at the same time and try and condense this down to as few hexes as possible, as quickly as possible. That artillery can do this attack here. Okay. And this division is basically just moving up to Belgorod. Do I want to send like one regiment over there to secure? Yeah, go on. One regiment goes over there. The rest of you go down towards Belgorod and help the two Panzer divisions to do their cool stuff. Look, you can even do that. There we go. Marvelous. Okay. Down here. Yeah, I've got this problem at Konstantinovka. I need to think about what the big picture is now that my reinforcements are starting to come into play. Got what looks like kind of a gap here, right? This is like a screen of cavalry. And I'm wondering if I should punch through it. So just sort of hold the Soviets over here. What else am I getting on this southern map edge? That's 32, 40, 21, 40. Anything with a high number followed by 40. Yeah, so I get another Panzer division there next turn. plus a motorized division. And then another motorized division. And then, oh no, more of the same motorized division, I think. Yeah, okay. Panzer division, motorized division, and a light infantry division. And of course, we've got reconstitutes. Great, useful. Oh, great, coming on turn 18. It's a 12-turn scenario. No, thank you. That's a possibility. And these guys really look like they would just melt away if I attacked them. And then I might be in a position to come behind this big concentration at Petropavlovka. Yeah, so we would do sort of a double envelopment behind Petropavlovka. Okay. So 9th Infantry is going to assist at Konstantinovka. I'm going to have to pull back that unit there. This is not pretty because I don't have any confidence in this unit to hold the hex there. You see how easy it is for the divisions to get intermingled here, but it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so that division is sort of set to cover this gap a bit. Here I can just dig in. It's a real shame you don't get a fortified stance that you were hoping for. See, again, all these Soviet units that simply haven't attacked. I think that the PO's set to be too cautious. So the setting in the editor in the event engine, which is PO strategic bias or something like that. And I really think that the designer here has just left it on whatever the default is, which I probably wasn't even available in TOAW Volume 1. But the PO is just like, there's some German units here. I guess I'll just sit with a big stack of units opposite them. Because the right thing to do is either you attack or you thin out the line and you attack somewhere else. Okay, so 14th Panzer Division. Come along the road up here like so. All these lovely units. Love seeing a green health mechanized unit. Makes me happy at the end of the day. I feel like I just did something stupid there because of the large amount of transport in some of these units means that I have probably a transport a traffic penalty when moving into the hex. Yeah, oops. Okay, should I just see if I can get this RBC here? Yeah. All right, now we're off to the races. And in fact, we're even going to do a little bit of that. Because infantry can attack too, right? It's not just a game for the panzers. Oh wow, this unit, I think it's a light infantry division, but again, yeah. So these old scenarios have got the wrong amount of transport assigned because they changed the way that transport works between Volume 1 and Century of Warfare, I think. So this light infantry division, which light just means fast in military parlance, but it doesn't mean that fast. It just means that it's not got like all of the heavy artillery that slows down a lot of infantry divisions normally, and it moves like a little bit faster, especially over rough terrain, but it's not motorized. So these 60 trucks are totally out of place. Anyway, in this scenario, I've got them, so I can just do that. Right, I sent blood. I push back with my infantry there. Okay. And it's all that excess transport that I was complaining about when I was talking about traffic penalties, but I'm not sure if that was right or not. Okay, let's see if I get the RBC here. No, I don't. I may just have to accept that tank brigade being there, because what I really need to do is block off this gap here. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, well. Okay. Right. This guy can come on the train. How much rail lift have I got? Like some, but not a huge amount. Okay. So I've got 2 divisions that I might conceivably want to use the train with. This guy, okay, this gap is starting to become quite a problem now. Okay, we'll think about the train, because that doesn't, yeah, we'll decide that later. Oh dear. There's an artillery there that's all vulnerable on its own with the HQ there, but there's other units in here, and I don't want to abandon this position just yet. These guys can dig in. This artillery can come back and join the rest of its division. In the absence of any other supporting artillery for these guys, I'm going to bring the Romanian guns over. You can just stay there while you rest. I mean, you're kind of useless as long as you're low on supply. You will eventually rebuild. Okay. So this guy's going to keep on keeping on. Keep on its odyssey across the road, the Soviet rear. Just this one general of 20th Romanian Infantry. Again, I'm going to try and pull back 260th to try and get a little bit closer to the flank of what I've got up at Kharkov. This poor HQ is in trouble. Okay. That's going to be my son coming up the stairs there. So that's going to be all for now.